question. Based on what you're saying, culture, I know our culture, Nigerian culture, I'm from Nigeria, and including here, the majority of us find ourselves here in America or any part of the world. We know that the men, I don't know, how will you reach out to the men, especially the African men, Nigerian men? Because majority of them don't say what they're going through. It's only the women. I guess maybe the culture here permits that. When men go through that, like what you've been through, they don't say it out. They die in silence. So how will you reach out to these men and telling them, no, it's not okay to feel this way. You need to talk. You need to seek therapy, and the rest of it. Because we find that women tend to seek therapy more than men.
Well, I would even say that I was basically yelling at my followers on TikTok the other day. I was like, what is wrong with you people? It's only women that are buying my book. I said if you're a guy, I think you listen to my, and then, but then two guys reach out to me on Facebook asking for the book. One is a pastor, one is somebody who had also been through something, similar. So how do I reach out to them? I don't know. I will wing it as I go. I don't have any plan, but I know that sometimes after I went through what I went through, I became an advocate automatically. I became vocal on Facebook. People called me names, of course, but why are you washing your dirty linen outside? But then one of my friends, who is a woman, now told me about a guy who was going through something bad, I think either in Hungary or something. And she said, can you talk to this guy? I said, no, I don't want to talk to him if he doesn't want to open up. She said, just try. So she persisted. Then I spoke to him. When I spoke to him on the phone, he just reminded me of myself. I'm thinking about it now. It was my friends who are women who first told me that I was being abused. As soon as I moved here, first thing was to, as if you're a child, no bread, no rice. Mind you, I had my money. It's not like I didn't have my money, but we are not going to eat bread in this house. So I now started sneaking out to my friend's house to go eat food. So, because then I just got here in Houston, because we're in Houston first. So I'll drive her to work, then be helping. She had this store, be putting her things. So when I'm tired, I'll just drive to a friend's house. So I drove to a friend's house one day, and then she said, Dika, what Dika, why are you gonna mega abuse? It's like your wife is abusing you. I was like, what? I'm a man, how can I be abused? So I brushed it aside, first time, second time. Eventually, when I told her, why didn't you tell me? She was like, what do you mean? I told you. But when I told you and I saw that you were defensive, I stopped. Now, she also knew because she had also been abused by her own husband. So it looks like it's those of us who have experienced it, who are advocates, let's help you. And for me, I would say, don't give up on that person, even if it means, so I have a friend, 2021, after my mom passed, I told him to do therapy because I'm friends with him and his wife, and he's like, I don't need therapy. What's that therapy? One day I snapped. I was like, what's wrong with you? What do you mean by don't need therapy? Am I crazy to mean that I'm going for therapy? I basically yelled at him, and then he started therapy. And he's like, it's the best thing in my life. I'm like, yeah, right. So yeah, sometimes I wing it, I don't know. I know it's a stigma. It's not, you have to man up, be a man. Yes, sir.